around our happiness and where it comes from. As much as we're children of God, we still live in the world, but as much as we live in the world, we don't actually have to perform the works of it, you know what I mean? And although we are in this world, there's times in our lives when you can feel that you're slipping or falling back into the same sin over and over. But we serve a God who's forgiven and always accepts him, and you know that you're always accepted in Christ. It doesn't really have a name, the poem, but real happiness comes in different ways and different in eyes of many. But no, the things we have down here are not to stay and are temporary. There's times we count objects as blessings, and without them we'd feel odd. And then there's doing works of ourselves and pleasing people and not God. And when our minds are pulled away from him, like the things that it can leave us feeling empty, like the things that have been given to us they are not plenty. And it's those things that are material that try to fill that empty space. But realise and be real wise, we only have them by his grace. For these earthly things are dangerous and can divert us from what we set. They bring us nearer towards the trouble and can make us do things we regret. And those earthly things distract and they impact and can dispatch all of the ungodly characteristics in which we wouldn't usually act. And in this world there's too much to conform to and report to, and what we're brought to can attack what's actually called of you in order to do what's asked. So rebuke all that attacks you, trade your pain and all your sorrow, but to get the mind in line today, because no one promised you tomorrow. No, God comes with open arms and that his love is never failing. Don't be afraid to ask, for he says to come before him daily. No need to fret of all the sin you've done, because God's still got jobs for you to do. Because your slip-ups and your trip-ups never decrease your worth or your value. Know who you are and whose you are and your ability with Christ. Go out with boldness and with confidence, speaking greatness in your life. For in his name all things are possible. For in his name we are victorious, and those hard days now are tossable. No, you are a child of the Most High, and in his name all things are possible.